Like I said, Puerto Rico is a great place. It has always embraced me with open arms.
Está la novia de él. Está la que está a la entrada.
Es actriz. Ya la grabé. That's going to be a segment.
We just opened the Performing Arts Center, right? Dígale que le enseñe el anillo. Detroit Palace Ballet Park. Yo creo que sí. Mr. Ballet Park is free.
Thank you so much for the support. I'm telling media, thank you. You know, you guys helped me, make my career. You guys helped me get to the plateau that I needed to get to. Hard work, dedication, my team, the media. I gotta call the media my team also. The winning team, we're going strong. And lights, camera, action, baby. You can't miss it. Excitement. That's what people want to see. You must watch TV. And my goal has always been keep people glued to the TV, keep people watching TV. And if you watch 24/7, we're excited. Being a defensive fighter, everybody has to be my body said it's time for you to take a couple of years off and rest. That's what I did. I'm still going strong at the age of 35. Before I'm 38, I'm sure my career will be over. But like I said before, I had a great career. What is something that's not strong replacement? You know anything about it?
What about your training camp? You've got the pending incarceration. Is it more hyped up for you? Is it harder for you to concentrate?
Well, let's talk about something positive.
Well, I think it is.
May 5th is the great day.
But you're holding yourself. You're doing very well. Like, we see the average person be under tremendous stress.
No. Life is beautiful. As long as I wake up and see another day, that's the main thing that's important. Whatever happens, with my case, take it good, take it bad with that. Be happy, media people are great people. They wrote great stories about me. They wrote good stories about me. They wrote bad stories about me. The main thing is they wrote about me. To be relevant for 16 years is truly marvelous.
He held the title longer than John Lewis held his title.
I was designed in sport of boxing to do record-breaking things. I was in sport of boxing to do record-breaking the box office. And some of the different things that I got in the sport, in the face of boxing. As long as Mayweather is involved in the sport of boxing, the sport will live on.
Right here. Thank you. All right, here we go. Sorry for the delay. Thank you. Penny.
Floyd is settling down so he can get I believe a last set of interviews in with some prominent reporters.
Yeah, might as well start with that. To announce gloves, it's been a while since to announce gloves in a fight.
Yeah, Ricky Hatton was.
Yeah, I know it's still a point.
You know, Ricky Hatton was a 10-ounce.
Okay.
My last fight was 10-ounce gloves with Ricky Hatton. It's really not a problem. It's just that when I faced De La Hoya, they gave me 10-ounce heavyweight gloves. So he chose my gloves for me. But things happen. That's my past.
Still won.
I got the wood one.
You know more than anybody what the difference 2 ounces can make to a fighter. Can you explain to people who maybe don't understand?
I can be fast in whatever gloves I wear. 16s, 14s, 12s, 10s, 8s. But it's just that, I was real upset. It hurt my feelings, for the De La Hoya fight. Because I think that if me and De La Hoya would have fought in normal 10-ounce gloves, it would have been more blood, it would have been more excitement. And that's what it's about, giving the fans excitement.
What's the difference between the heavyweight, regular 10 ounce and heavyweight?
The heavyweight 10 ounce it's more rounded and got more padding.
Work for Rafael, you have any problems with the
No, Rafael has done a great job. He's the hand and eye specialist. A guy I wouldn't trade in for nothing in the world. A close friend. They say, of course, he's the godfather in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I mean, so.
And I've learned a lot from Rafael Garcia.
Yeah, so for you, wearing 10 ounce gloves is probably going to help you. I would think it gives you a little more protection, a little more padding. If it doesn't compromise your speed, I would think it probably helps you.
10 or 8. Only thing I want to do is go out there and execute the game plan and draw blood.
What is the game plan in terms of preparing for a guy like Cotto? He's kind of reinvented himself a little bit, hasn't he?
Well, last time they said a guy reinvented himself was Shane Mosley when he beat Antonio Margarito. But then when I beat Mosley, they said he was over the hill. So I can't really speak on if he's really reinvented himself. But he's a solid guy. He's tough. He's strong. And he's a guy that I can't overlook.
When you hear that people say he's a dangerous opponent, do you agree or do you not?
Well, the last time I checked, all 42 was dangerous.
They all end up in the same place. What is the, I always wanted to ask, what is the nickname Money? Where did that start?
Well, the nickname Money Mayweather came from, I was just joking on 24/7. And I was throwing money in the camera. I was like, I make it rain. My name is Money. Floyd. And he said, it's Money Mayweather, son. It's just stuff. Yes.
What happened to Pretty Boy? I mean, just put that in the back burner.
You can't be in your 30s calling yourself Pretty Boy.
Well, you can't. You don't get hit.
That's out with the old, in with the new. So that's the Mayweather from the past. It's like the WWE. We gotta come up with a new character every time.
Well, how have you changed as a fighter? You said the name's changed. How have you evolved as a fighter?
Um, I can't really say. That's for for the fans to judge me and for for what they think. My fans who have supported me for so many years, they can be the judge on how I have changed as a fighter. But I think myself personally, I think I'm more offensive minded. I think I'm not moving as much. I'm standing there toe to toe, and like I said before, and that's the main thing that's important at this particular time. Giving them excitement, but also giving them the Floyd Mayweather that don't always have to move.
With Cotto, what's the key to you winning this fight? In your mind, based on what you've seen of Cotto's last few fights.
DJ Flores here live at the Mayweather Money camp. Floyd actually finalizing some of the media questions that some of the people have, and it's interesting. A lot of people wonder the final couple weeks before the fight how that actually winds down. And as a fighter, I got to tell you, the week before the fight, all the heavy sparring is kind of eliminated. You might do a couple little touch-up sessions. Floyd is really focusing on his timing right now, really making sure he stays sharp on the pads with his trainer. No injuries, making sure he's very loose, he's stretching, he's eating clean. He's doing everything right to make sure he's prepared for the week of the fight. Now, the week of the fight, he's probably going to do a lot of shadow boxing, a lot of mental work. He's going to lay off the heavy stuff because all the hard work has been done in the training camp already. He's been in camp 2.5, almost 3 months, and he's been sparring, hundreds of rounds and, putting really just a tremendous amount of work. So he's absolutely ready, and there's nothing you can do the week of the fight to make sure you win the fight. All that hard work should have been done before, and Floyd Mayweather's a master at that.
Say a lot of things, make a lot of comments, and Miguel is real quiet, hasn't said anything at all. Has it been a little bit different for you as far as the build-up going into the fight?
Well, I think that you got a lot of fighters that really don't say too much. So when they do come up on the short end of the stick, it's really not, the press and the media is not really coming down on his guard because he's a guy that really don't run his mouth or talk a lot. No different from Ali when Ali talked a lot, and then when he took a loss, they came down on him so hard. Whereas if it's a guy who really don't say too much, when he take a loss, they don't really say too much about it. So I think that's the difference.
You feel like you have to carry this promotion like you usually do?
I mean, on 24/7, like I said, you must watch TV, and I feel like at this particular time, I'm carrying the promotion. So that's why I have to give the fans wild and excitement on 24/7.
Do you think people will ever understand that what you do on 24/7, a lot of it is to promote your fights and to generate income for you and your opponent? Do you think they'll never get it?
I think they'll never get it. It's business.
Yeah.
The sport of boxing, you got certain people that look at the sport of boxing, it's just a sport. But when they get to this level, it becomes a business. When you're on pay-per-view, and it's, like I said, and it's a fight that's so high and you're doing record-breaking numbers, you got to continue to put asses in the seats. You got to continue to do creative things to make more people tune in, because this is a business.
I mean, you've tried to explain this many times.
Yes.
No one seems to want to either hear or understand where you're coming from. That you really are trying to promote, your fights.